Good morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday, May 5th, 2020. So let's go ahead and put our 5 up on our calendar. So it is May the 5th. Today is a Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday, and tomorrow is going to be Wednesday. Now today is a special holiday that you may have heard of before or heard other people talking about. Today is Cinco de Mayo. So Cinco de Mayo literally means the 5th of May in Spanish, and it is celebrated here and a little bit in Mexico, but it originated in Mexico. There was a battle called the Battle of Puebla down in Mexico between the Mexicans and the French. And after that little battle, which only lasted about a day, there was a big, huge turning point in Mexico's government. And so that is why it's kind of brought up and mentioned a lot. Now, they don't do a huge celebration down in Mexico. It's mostly just the city of Puebla that does do any sort of celebration for the most part. Some do like parades and things like that, but it's not hugely celebrated. People still go to school, people still go to work. So it's not a big holiday there, but because of some Chicano activists in about the 1960s bringing up awareness about this holiday to continue the spread of the culture, the Mexican culture and the heritage, that is what made it so big in America, because there are a lot of Mexican American cities along the United States, and so that is why we're celebrating it, because people wanted to spread that heritage and that culture that comes from Mexico and that is so greatly loved. And so we kind of celebrate it by doing parades and listening to mariachi bands, eating tacos and chips and salsa and all that great stuff that we think of when we think of Mexico. So today actually also lands on Taco Tuesday. So maybe you guys can get in the kitchen, help mom and dad out, and maybe you guys can make some tacos for dinner tonight to help celebrate Cinco de Mayo. I know I'm going to be doing that with Austin later, so I'm really excited about that, and I'd love to hear from you guys to see how you're helping out your parents and what you're doing to celebrate if you are celebrating. Our theme today, we are going to do a little reptile report. So I'm either going to repost that video where I did my reading of miles and miles of reptiles, or I'll find a reading of it on YouTube to post. And I'll see if I can find some books on Raz Kids that you can read that give you some more information on reptiles. And you will be doing a little report, only a couple sentences about the reptile that you choose. And you're going to draw a picture of the reptile you choose. So for example, if you were to choose gecko, which is one of our lizards, you can draw a picture of a gecko and write, my reptile is a gecko. Geckos are a type of lizard. They can climb on glass because they have sticky feet. So just a few sentences, a little bit about your reptile, why you chose it, what you thought was cool about it, and an awesome picture to go along with that. Our special today is going to be Mandarin and Arabic. That's going to be meeting at 10:30, and Mandarin's going to be with Miss Lee, and Arabic will be with Miss Dahlia again. So you'll be going into that at 10:30 instead of 10 o'clock. If you need help with the sign-in for that, just go ahead and look up the Zoom meetings IDs in the Google Classroom. We're going to continue working with those videos and workbooks for math, and if you want to come in at 3 o'clock, I'm meeting with my friends that are working in the Red Book. You can hop in, we can do some review, we can do some talking about math. If you have any questions, I can answer any of the questions that you have, so feel free to jump in. I've posted all of that meeting information on Google Classroom. I can share it again if you need it. But you're more than welcome to join in if you're working in the Red Book, and we can go over any questions, any little bits of review in our math, and see how we're doing with that. In language arts, we're going to read How Can Jane Help again, and we're going to be picking out some of those key details, going over who the characters were because we did meet a lot of people in that story, and we're going to go over the setting, which had changed a few times in the story as well. So we're going to talk about the character and the setting, maybe what the plot was in our story a little bit, and we will talk about different ways that we're able to help our families at home. What are these awesome things that you do at home to help out your parents, which I'm sure your parents absolutely love when you take the time to help them out, like I heard, putting your clothes away, cleaning up after yourself. Those are so incredibly helpful to your parents, and it gives them more time to play with you. So go ahead, find different ways that you can help out your parents. If you can't think of a way that you're already helping your parents, think of a way that you can start helping your parents, because I'm sure they will love it, especially your mom, since Mother's Day is coming up on this Sunday. So don't forget to come up with a really cool craft or write a poem or a story about what makes your mom so awesome and give that to her on Sunday. Shh, don't tell her. Alright, so I will see you all at 1 o'clock for that. If you have any questions, if you need to reach out to me for anything, feel free to message me on Class Dojo or send me an email. Besides that, I will see you all at 1. Bye, guys.